So you've now joined us outside Annandale Street Central Depot, and I'm joined by Fraser and his incident support vehicle. This looks like a bit of kit, does it not?
Yeah, it's got everything required for daily operation. It's quite well stocked. Yep.
Tell us about what some of this stuff is. Like, I notice in there's like the card machines. Do you carry 6 spare card machines or whatever you guys call them?
Yeah, we call them ETMs. That's essentially your ticket machine, and all the vans will carry 3 spares. It's not unusual throughout the day because of the extent of the services out there. A machine will go down and we'll come along and change it.
And how difficult a job is that to change a machine like that?
It's fairly straightforward. It would take the operator probably about a minute to change that.
A minute?
Yep.
My goodness.
Quick.
My goodness. David,
Yes.
you wanted to ask about the toolbox, didn't you?
Yes. What kind of tools do you have for fixing the machines?
What kind of tool would you like? We've got everything.
Yeah, everything. That's right. But when the machine breaks down, then of course you're called out to replace it, fix a new machine.
Yeah, it's important that we change the machines because they don't just issue tickets, the contactless payments as well.
Of course.
Verifies passes, it records
That's right. Yeah.
the pensioners' passes and concessions.
I see. And with the current situation, obviously there's a lot more contactless payments being made. So does that cause a problem with the machines?
It can cause a problem if we're unable to collect fares via contact.
Yes.
Contactless customer this day and age wants the efficiency and the ease of contactless payments, and that's the way we're going.
Yeah, I see. Thank you, Fraser. Thank you.
Fraser, what's this big bit of kit here?
That big bit of kit, as you refer to it, is a booster pack. That's for flat batteries. It runs on 24 volt, which is what bus runs on. So that's what we use that for. That's for boosting buses. Just a jump start.
Just a jump start. Yeah. And I notice you've got some PPE in your van, obviously, in the current circumstances and what we're all going through.
Yep.
Masks and hand sanitising, buses and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's absolutely critical at the moment that we are using sanitation equipment, masks, wipes and whatnot. So all the staff are carrying boxes of masks. If they're entering the bus for any reason, they will be masked up. Equally as well with the disinfectant wipes, they're self-explanatory. They constantly cleaning the cab area, their tools and equipment they're using. Likewise, if they're working within the cab area of a vehicle, if there's a defect within the cab area, after they've completed their work, they will sanitise that down for the driver. And at that time as well, I would imagine that they would probably replace the driver's mask that he's got if he doesn't have a spare, or she doesn't have a spare.
How many of these vans does Lothian have to cover the whole city?
We've got 4.
Okay.
At maximum there's 4 out. The first one goes out 5 o'clock in the morning, then there's one at 7, one at 10, one at 11:30. This one comes back out again at 1600 in the afternoon as they finish. But in general, they're out early morning and they're out late at night. We also have night managers as well, who are out throughout the night as well. So Edinburgh and the Lothians is pretty well served.
That's great. Thanks very much, Fraser.
Thank you. Do you have to sometimes have difficulty getting to buses with your van? Sometimes I see in traffic jams, if there's traffic congestion, or if the bus is maybe out, in a sort of a location, a bit remote location outside the city centre.
Yep, that's a twofold answer. That one, obviously, with the city centre being the way it is, there's a lot of works going on at the moment. It can be quite challenging getting to where you need to get to, but we manage. When you're talking about remote areas, you're absolutely right, but the control room staff, we split the vans up into different areas with a north, a south, an east and a west. So we're trying to cover our angles. So we get there. We do pretty well.
That's right. So it's obviously the van that's nearest the situation.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and if that van has been allocated a job already, we will ascertain which is the most important of the two. All jobs are important, but some are more important than others.
Thanks very much, Fraser.
And thank you very much, Fraser.
Pleasure.
Now we're heading off to the wonderful world of engineering.